Hello and welcome back to another video. This week I am taking you along with me for all of my market prep for the market and the aftermath. Makers North is coming up in a few days, and if I'm not mistaken, it is the biggest holiday market in Northern Ontario. Definitely the biggest market in Sudbury. It's highly anticipated, very popular. I've been in previous years just as a shopper, and to be a vendor this year is honestly mind-blowing because I've loved and supported this market for so long. Because I do markets so regularly, I do have my setup pretty down-packed, but because this is a bigger one than usual, I have been hoarding my ceramics for months now, whereas usually I bring more jewelry than ceramics to the farmers market. So I am anticipating a very full table, and that is why today I'm gonna set up as if it were the market, just to get an idea of how I want to place everything, how everything is gonna fit together. And then once all my ceramic pieces are laid out, I have to sand all the bottoms, and I also have to price them out because for months now they have just been sitting in a cabinet awaiting this moment. So let's get into it. I got this new stamp made from Etsy and it's so beautiful. This one's going to be for my pottery. I originally got this old one for my clay, but it doesn't work so well because of the rough edges. You would always see the square indent, so I stopped using it, and now I just use this for stamping ink. These ones here are done. Today is Friday, my market is tomorrow, and you last seen me yesterday. Yes, I am still wearing the same thing. I have showered, but I put this right back on. I have just not been feeling well. I had a little breakdown today. Some tears were shed. I don't know what's wrong with me. Long story short, I'm sick, I'm tired, and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You feel me? But I'm pretty much done my market prep. I'm going to the venue tonight to start my setup, and I'm gonna take you with me. I have to pack my car right now and I'm dreading that, but I also am very thankful that I can set up tonight instead of early tomorrow morning. Basically, tomorrow I'm just gonna refine the display and get started with the market. So let's do that. This all needs to go into the car. This box is full of wrapped pottery. This box is full of wrapped pottery. I have my new tablecloth on top. In here I have another tablecloth and then all of my market displays and jewelry. This bag here contains bags, and then these two boxes have more pottery. Good morning, my love. Hi. Hi. Okay. I did my makeup and now I am getting dressed for the day. So this is option number one. I have this really cute sweater on with a black sweater underneath with this denim skirt, but I don't know how I feel about it. Or should I change the sweater? I don't know. The knee highs or the little black booties? I think the knee highs definitely look cuter, but they're not the most comfortable. I am gonna go with this black sweater. I might have to take this one off if I get too hot, but I'm kind of always cold. So that's the outfit of the day. I just got home. The market was a great success. I am so happy, but I'm also kind of dead right now. So I'm going to take the hottest shower possible and update you tomorrow with a whole market recap. Hello. It is now post-market. Today is Sunday, November 16th. I was hoping to go back out for day 2 so I can do some shopping, but I am so unwell. The only justified reason to leave the house today would be to seek medical attention. So I'm gonna stay in, but I do have a quick market recap for you. Yesterday's market was amazing. It was so busy, unlike anything I've ever seen before. Some of my sweet, beautiful friends came to see me and they sent me a photo from in line, which looked a little chaotic. When I got there at 9:45, there was already people in line to get into the venue, and it seems like it just got busier from then on out. The place was packed. I did hope to film more, but there was nowhere for me to even put my tripod to get footage because it was so packed in there. And I also feel bad filming people that are just minding their business shopping, so I tried to get like an above head shot of how busy it was in there. The market took place on a college campus and I was technically placed in the pub, so the lighting was really dim and moody, but honestly I liked it. I had a pounding headache the whole time, so to kind of be in this like dark cave-like room really helped. It may not have been the most flattering lighting for my jewelry, but honestly I don't care. It was still a great time and I got to meet so many beautiful people. I got to see so many familiar faces, some friends. I got to chat with other vendors, and I did a quick loop before the market started, but I did not have really any time to shop until the last 20 minutes when it slowly died down. There were a few vendors that were basically placed next to me and they had some items that I was eyeing, so at the very last minute I ran over and got some goodies. So I have 2 items to show you before I get into the market breakdown. So the vendor who was right next to me is That Lady in the Woods. You can find her on Instagram. She is from the Muskoka area. Very lovely person. I got this natural perfume from her. It's made with coconut oil and essential oils. I can't smell much right now, but this is amazing and it has a very familiar and comforting scent to it, so I had to pick this up. This, I saw the makers post this on their Instagram before the market and I knew I wanted it. Their business name is Medicines from the Land, and this is a fire cider, which is basically a bunch of really good things soaked in apple cider vinegar. But it tastes like it works, and this is supposed to be really good for helping support your immune system, kick a cold, prevent a cold, and this is everything I need right now, so let's take a shot. You are supposed to take a tablespoon a few times a day, so we're just gonna eye it. This stuff is strong though. Cheers to our wellness journey. Okay, so I don't usually do this, but I wrote down every single item I sold, what it was and how much I sold it for, and I'm gonna put this list up on the screen here. I have found that market sales are something that ebb and flow for me. So for this market in particular, I made $1,219, and I consider that a really good market day. The most I've ever made at a market was probably just under $2,000, I think like $1,900, and the least I ever made at a market, $0. I mean, technically I was in the minuses because I didn't make a single sale and I paid to be there. So as you can see, it's kind of a big difference, and I know makers who have made well over that amount, so it really just depends on the crowd and your offerings and if it's in alignment with the shoppers. I have been doing markets for, I want to say like 3 years now, and for the first time this year I had one market where I didn't make a single sale, and it was actually a month ago at a market that I usually do pretty good at, and that is the same market where I've made my most sales. So for me at least, there is a very big tip in the scale. Sometimes it's really good, other times not so much, and this market was definitely on the better side, and I am just so grateful. And beyond that, I feel like I got to meet so many new people, So that in itself, just being able to connect with lovely people makes my heart so full. I forgot to mention the cost to attend this market was roughly $160. That includes the fee to rent the space as well as insurance, and I spent $40 shopping at the market. So basically you can say that I left with $1,020. So I hope sharing this information can be helpful for you, especially if you're just starting out and looking into maybe attending some markets as a vendor. I definitely recommend doing it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here and have a beautiful day. Bye!